The life cycle of BDD starts in a local environment. When the tester completes the automation, the automated BDD gets pushed to a central source control repository and can be accessed and used by other users in their local environment. When BDD is run in a CI/CD pipeline, typically the CI/CD pipeline would be in a different environment. Each environment might require a different configuration. So for an example, the tester's database credentials may be different to the developer's database credentials. And when you run BDD in a CI/CD, it might have completely different REST API URL and database credentials. So in this case, if the tester hardcodes the values of REST APIs and database credentials, then when the developer pulls the changes and runs it in their environment, the BDD will fail, unless the developer changes the database credentials. Also, without changing the configuration again, the CI/CD pipeline will fail as well. As you can see, having hard-coded configuration becomes unmanageable and not practical. However, using NoCodeBDD, managing different environments is extremely easy. In the following video, we'll show how handling different environments using NoCodeBDD can be achieved through the click of a button. We'll define a scenario that checks values in a website. We'll show how you can define URL values for two different environments, local and CI/CD, instead of hard-coding it. Before you create your step definitions, define variables that are likely to change. In this case, since we are automating UI scenarios, the URL of the website is likely to change between environments. We'll be defining two environments, local and CI/CD. In local, we'll define the key as URL and have the value as localhost. And in CI/CD for the same key, the value will be the IP address of the CI/CD environment. Once the environment variables are created, you can use the defined values as part of defining your step definition. So instead of hard-coding the URL, you can use the environment variable URL within the flower brackets. When you type flower brackets, NoCodeBDD will show all environment variables as a list. Pick the one you want to use. In this case, I'll select the URL. That's it. You have now made your automation test environment agnostic. Continue to automate the rest of the steps by providing the required information. Using NoCodeBDD, automating UI or any other scenarios will only take minutes and will not need code, as shown here. If you want to see how you can automate REST, UI without Selenium code, mobile without Appium code, relational databases, and various other tech stack, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once all step refs are created, just click Run to run the scenarios, and as you can see, the right website is called. In this case, the local host will be opened. You can also see the URL has been replaced with localhost in the information screen. To run the same scenario in CI/CD, all you have to do is go to Environment Variables and select CI/CD as your environment, and all variables defined under that and their values will be used. As you can see, when you run the scenario, the URL is replaced with the value defined under the CI/CD environment. Designing your automation framework for BDD to run in different environments is extremely critical. Using NoCodeBDD, you can achieve this through the click of a button. NoCodeBDD is built by automation experts and has features to handle all complex scenarios one would expect in enterprise space. You can download a free version from our website at www.nocodebdd.com/download.